Tonight, the James family says Bronny is in stable condition and out of the ICU. A spokesman adding, LeBron and Savannah wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes.
It's pretty uncommon, actually, for someone to be so quickly out of the ICU after.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Vow. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Vow as we talk about LeBron James' son, Bronny. Bronny has some career aspirations in the NBA, but we just found out that he has suffered a cardiac arrest. We'll get to it in a minute, but first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Vow here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. We're going to get to right now with LeBron James' son, Bronny. Bronny James has suffered a cardiac arrest. Let's get an update in the latest on what's going on with Bronny's condition.
Bronny James, son of basketball legend LeBron James, collapsing during practice at USC after suffering cardiac arrest. The 18-year-old college freshman rushed to the hospital yesterday morning. Tonight, the James family says Bronny is in stable condition and out of the ICU. A spokesman adding, LeBron and Savannah wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes.
It's pretty uncommon, actually, for someone to be so quickly out of the ICU after resuscitation from cardiac arrest. So this is a very good sign.
Bronny, a 2023 McDonald's All-American, was one of the most highly sought-after high school basketball players in the country. It's the second time in just over a year that a USC player suffered cardiac arrest. Last July, team trainers jumped in to do CPR on freshman Vince Iwuchukwu after a coach saw him struggling. The school posting a video about the experience.
I mean, they're superheroes. I mean, like, they're just superheroes. Like, superheroes save people's lives, and that's what they did.
Iwuchukwu recovered and was back on the court just 6 months later. Unlike a heart attack, where an artery is blocked, which can cause chest pain and shortness of breath, cardiac arrest occurs when the heart suddenly stops beating, causing a person to collapse or stop breathing. Patients need immediate CPR or a shock from a defibrillator. The leading causes in young athletes are cardiomyopathy, an enlarged heart, or arrhythmia, an abnormal electrical signal. Doctors will now try to determine what exactly happened to Bronny James.
We don't know what causes arrest at this point. He will undergo extensive testing in the next few days, I'm sure, to get to the bottom of it.
LeBron has talked about one day playing on the same NBA team with Bronny.
That would be ideal for sure. Being with him, spending a full year with him in the same uniform, that would be nice and okay.
Just weeks ago, Bronny and the family presented his father with an ESPY award. That same night, in an emotional moment, the Buffalo Bills' Damar Hamlin honoring the medical team and trainers who saved him after cardiac arrest from a hit to the chest. Tonight, Hamlin tweeting, "Prayers to Bronny and the James family as well. Here for you guys just like you have been for me, my entire process."
As you saw right there, from our affiliates, LeBron James' son, Bronny, has suffered a cardiac arrest. Man, 18 years old, you know, we just felt that earlier this year with Damar Hamlin, he suffered a cardiac arrest. We thought he wasn't going to make it, but he made it. So thank God LeBron James Jr. had people around him. Someone noticed it and took him to the hospital, and he got the help he needed, and that's great and grand. All right, let's hear from an expert, a doctor, on what is cardiac arrest and how does it affect the body and the heart right now.
Did LeBron James' son, Bronny James, have a heart attack or a cardiac arrest? I'm Dr. Allo. I'm a board-certified cardiologist. He did not have a heart attack. That is very, very rare in this age group. That would be like a plugged-up artery that would lead to cardiac arrest. There are lots of other causes of cardiac arrest that are not heart attacks. HOCM, anomalous coronary origin, arrhythmias, commotion cordis. Even I did a previous video talking about that it was probably HOCM, or hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, which is a thickened heart muscle that gets so thick that there's no more forward flow and you go into a cardiac arrhythmia and you need to be resuscitated. Thoughts and prayers go out to LeBron James' family and Bronny James as well. My understanding is he's out of the ICU and he's stable. Hopefully he does really, really well. Luckily there was staff there and they reacted quickly. Did LeBron James' son, Bronny James, just had cardiac arrest on the court and was rushed to a hospital. I'm Dr. Al, I'm a board-certified cardiologist. When this thing happens in a very young person, this is usually something called hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. I have a lot of videos on that, but this is when your heart muscle is very, very thickened. It is a genetic disorder and it is autosomal dominant. It runs in families. It can be discovered with an echocardiogram, sometimes with an EKG, depending on how thick it is. He may have been screened for this before, I don't know. That would be my best guess. When that happens and you exert yourself, you go into a cardiac arrhythmia that is deadly and you need to be resuscitated with chest compressions and defibrillation, even with shocks. That's my best guess. Of course, it could be a few other things, anomalous coronary arteries. Definitely not what happened to Damar Hamlin with the commotio cordis, but that is my best guess.
As you saw right there, the doctor broke it down about cardiac arrest. We know a lot of stars, such as Michael Jackson, and a list of others has Lisa Marie Presley, Michael's ex-wife. She died from some cardiac arrest, we thought at the time, but we know cardiac arrest is really serious, and a really serious matter, and you have to take it. You can't take it lightly. You got to take it serious. The heart condition and stuff like that. So LeBron James Jr., Bronny, he is a superb athlete. But you know what he went through. Thank God. It could have been well worse than that. And we, whoever was taking care of him and got him the treatment he needs. Thank you very much. Prayers on you really are needed. There's some angels in this world. You never know. All right, let's hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say about LeBron James Jr. suffering a cardiac arrest and expecting to make a full recovery. Let's hear what you people had to say on what the people say.
I know y'all heard it already. Now, we can speculate, make assumptions, but we all know why Kyrie Irving did not take the shot. Now, it's sad what happened to LeBron James' son. It really is. Now, this is just my 2 cents. There is nowhere in the world a young man in that fit of shape, in his prime, pre-prime, should have a heart attack. That's no way possible. No way possible. No way. Is it impossible? No, but listen. Super athletic, a lot of shape. But let me tell you, his career is probably over. Now it's about living life, real life. Sports is probably out of here. Those things are dangerous. Wake up, y'all.
And you hear that, it scares you to death, because these are the kind of things that are an anomaly, but nevertheless are incredibly possible. And so, when you hear about this, anything we've heard about Bronny James, we're thinking about an All-American, we're thinking about somebody that obviously has aspirations of being in the NBA. We've heard the great LeBron James allude to wanting to play. His dream is to play in the NBA with his son, et cetera, et cetera. And all of that gets thrown to the wayside when it comes to something like this, because if you know anything about LeBron James, anything at all, you can say whatever you want. People can be critical. People can say whatever they want. But nobody debates what a wonderful, loving father he is and how much he loves his children, especially Bronny. We see Bronny everywhere. We see him talking about Bronny all the time. His wonderful wife and the mother, and Bronny's mother, Savannah, first class all the way, just a wonderful human being. They've got a great, great family. And Bronny has never, ever done anything to besmirch or sully the James name in any way. He, by all accounts, is an absolutely wonderful kid that we look at and we hope the best for. And that was just his basketball, as a basketball player, because of his aspirations of being LeBron James' son. When you hear something like this, you just thank the good Lord that the medical staff was there in attendance, that he wasn't practicing by himself with nobody around, that there were people there to see and what transpired and ultimately come to the rescue. And we don't know how it's cardiac arrest, so obviously it's serious, but we don't know the intricate details. I'm just thankful, thank the good Lord that he's doing okay and that whatever caused this is something they will identify and alleviate as soon as possible so he can restore his life back.
That I think is the most important because he's just 18, he's a freshman, and finding the impetus of what caused this and dealing with it and rectifying. So hopefully there's no problems absolutely in the future, but thank God that he is okay and he's in stable condition. So wishing him and the family all the best and a full, complete, speedy recovery.
And you hear that.
LeBron James' son, Bronny James, just went into cardiac arrest. So apparently while Bronny was practicing on Monday, he suddenly went into cardiac arrest and had to be rushed to the ICU. But as of right now, it seems like Bronny has left the ICU and he is in stable condition. As of right now, we don't really have any confirmation as to what exactly caused him to go into cardiac arrest. Apparently he just suddenly collapsed while he was in the middle of practice. But a rep for the James family has said that they will update the media when there is more information. And right now, they just want privacy for the family while they deal with all of this. No, I really hope that Bronny and his entire family are okay after this. This incident makes Bronny the second massive athlete to suffer a cardiac arrest just this year. Because if you remember, in January, Damar Hamlin, who plays for the Buffalo Bills, also suffered a cardiac arrest. But luckily he is doing great now, and he even tweeted out prayers for Bronny and LeBron after he heard that Bronny went into cardiac arrest.
A lot of you people had a lot to say about it, so you were like me, worried, concerned. What does this mean for LeBron James Jr., Bronny, future? You expected to go UFC this fall, and he's supposed to expect to be playing the NBA very, very soon. So right now, there's nothing to talk about right there. Stephen A. Smith made it point clear. Let's get the family their privacy and respect their matter. This was a serious matter, and hopefully LeBron James Jr. is okay. He's expected to make a full recovery, and we wish the best for LeBron James Jr. to come back even swinging, even stronger than ever. And with his family on his side, even LeBron on his side, he's going to be okay. So, for me being Kendrick Dix, thank you for watching our edition of Vibes. We talk about LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, suffer cardiac arrest, and we wish him a fully speedy recovery. Thank you for watching this edition of Vibes.